Here's Elvis Presley, the King, from the Fabulous 40.
The Birds at 22-9.
Wrist, Jane, and Bubbles there, the Chantels, and Gonna Get Burned, 12-9, Big L time. And I'd like to remind you quickly about the Radio London Discotheque that's opening December the 3rd, and it's going to be at 122 Charing Cross Road on the corner of Denmark Street and Charing Cross Road. And to join, all you have to do is simply write to Big L Discotheque, 17 Curzon Street, for membership application form, and enclose a self-addressed stamped envelope. See, and that's easy, and you'll be having a ball next to no time at London's latest and greatest discotheque, okay? It opens at 8 o'clock, 7 nights a week, and you'll meet all the biggest names in showbiz right there. Don't forget, December 3rd, 122 Charing Cross Road. With the toys, number 9 this week on the 40-star Fab 40, and it's called the Lovers Concerto. Words and music originally by our old friend Millie Mozart.
A big deal from Big L. Aye? Join the Big L Club. Knock it off, mate. It costs only 5 shillings and 6pence. So? For which you get a full year's membership to the exciting Big L Club. Go on. And the smart RL pin badge, to say nothing of reduced prices for T-shirts and entry into the Radio London shows at the Marquee Club and the Wimbledon Palace.
This book is out of his time in mind. All you get is the latest information on what's happening at Big L. A best singer's too smart to word at work. A bag that the bird will knock off as soon as she sees it, and a bob will do off the tickets to the Marquee and Wimbledon ballet dues and that. Oh, lordy.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a member of the Big L Club?
Well, I wrote into the Radio London Club, 17 Curzon Street, London, W1 for an application form, didn't I?
Oh, I see.
Well, I sent him a standard addressed envelope. I'm not stupid, you know.
Oh, no? I got news for you. 8 minutes before the hour of 9 o'clock.
Time for a tipping, guys, tipping the fruit and biscuit chocolate bar.
Sweet, juicy raisins and crisp little biscuits, covered in smooth milk chocolate. Fries tipping, 6pence and a shilling.
Fries tipping the fruit and biscuit chocolate bar.
And now a sing-along survey extra for you with Mr. Buddy Holly. Well? That's Buddy Holly, and it's called Early in the Morning. That's kind of a sing-along extra for you on a Saturday morning, kind of a weekend morning, November the 27th. And we hope you're having a real swing and get up and go on a Saturday morning. It's a sort of a cold day out there. That's the only word to describe it. It's cold, people. So, dress up real warm when you go out, because we don't want you catching colds and flu and to have to listen to Big L in bed. We'd rather have you walk around and listen to it, and you'd be bright and breezy and everything else like that. 5 to 9, 5 minutes before TW time. And are you a short story fan? Well, if you are, and I certainly am, you'll love Ravalli this week, because there's 2 great stories. One, a real winner by Rosemary Timberley. And that's not only the winner, that's not the only winner around in Ravalli this week, okay? Because this week's great car contest, one lucky Ravalli winner is going to win either a Jag Mark IV automatic plus 360 pounds or 2 cars plus cash. Get that? Okay, but first you get this week's Ravalli, because you'll be needing it to enter the great disc contest on Ravalli Sound Off, Ravalli's Pop Show, 1 o'clock today on the Big L. This week, you can win a top 40 discs or a standard lamp, and that's not all that Ravalli has to offer. There's something for everybody. Horoscopes from world-famous astrologer Morris Woodruff, pop news from Bunny Lewis, and more news about Elma radiograms on page 11. Okay, you got the message? All right. Now, don't forget to get this week's Ravalli. It's Britain's best value for 6pence, and I think you'll really enjoy it.
Big L!
Thank you very much. This is a climber from the Walker Brothers. The Walker Brothers hope it's going to be another big hit for them. It's called My Ship Is Coming In, a Radio London climber, and that will most probably be in the Fab 40 next week. It'll be in the Fab 41 at Windsor next week, the Walker Brothers.
What do you say?
Whatever I say. Well, that shows you who's got the power, doesn't it? That about wraps it up for the Rabbit Patch this morning. I'd like to remind you that this coming Sunday sees Big L Racing Team in action once again. Brands Hatch is the place. Keith St. John is the driver, of course. He'll be driving the Radio London Brabham Formula 3 car, which incidentally won last time out at Brands Hatch. The entry to the circuit is only 10 bob and 2 and 6 for the kids in TW, but he can't make it this week, so that's the way she goes. Car park is absolutely free. First race is at high noon, so why don't you get there this Sunday, November the 28th at Brands Hatch and see Keith St. John. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 9 o'clock on the Big L, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Rabbit saying cheers, customers.
From the Radio London Weather Tower.
Wet or dry, hot or cold, Big L weather check.
Well, it's wet and dull. How about, well, that's close to wet and dry anyway. Wet and dull weather will cover the country to begin with. However, colder weather moving south will convert the rain into snow and sleet, which will become very heavy in the north. Brighter weather with sunny intervals may occur in some places later, and is going to be a very bright spot on your dial. For the next 3 hours, we present TW, the only man in the world that believes in Superman.
Thank you, Happy Hair. Yes, it's the bright spot in your dial now. Going right through till 12 noon. Thanks very much, Dave Cash. We'll be seeing you a little later on. And we go right through till 12. Many features today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Recipe time at 10:15. The answer to the Wonder Who competition and coffee break at 11. And, of course, terrific music all the way through. Let's get the show on the road musically in professional style as usual. 1.5 minutes past 9 o'clock. The Stones! Number 7 this week from the fantastic Stones, Get Up My Cloud. And remember, if you want to know, and I guess thousands of you do out there, where the new tunes are for the coming week, then 3 o'clock tomorrow, right through till 6, when Ed Stewart will present the new list of top 40 tunes in their entirety. From 40 to 1, all the climbers, the Radio London Club Disc of the Week, and give 12 copies of that disc away to lucky Radio London Club members. It all happens on Big L at 3 tomorrow.
Eddie Leighton, the world's leading Hammond organist, is the star of a musical show playing over 30 towns. Everybody can play the Hammond organ. Thousands of people have found that they can play real music in minutes, even if they've never played a note before. How? Well, come to the Eddie Leighton Show. Radio London listeners can get free tickets for any of the shows by calling or writing to your local Hammond organ dealers, or by writing to Radio London at 17 Curzon Street, London W1. And if you do, please enclose a stamped addressed envelope.
By all means, don't forget that envelope. During the Monday, the 29th of November, sees the Hammerdog Showcase starring Eddie Leighton at the Market Hall in Red Hill. The show begins at 8 p.m. and tickets can be obtained from Rhythm Agencies, the Hammond organ dealers there. Now the time is exactly 5.5 minutes past 9, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I woke up this morning.
25 and first time in. That's a great British version of the American hit. The We Five had it as a big hit in America. That was Crispin St. Peters. Hello, Crispin, if you're listening, and my kindest to your family. You Were On My Mind is the big number, 8.5 minutes past 9. And how are you out there in Radio London land this morning? Fit and well, top of the world? Well, we certainly are here at Radio London. Anyway, those people who aren't feeling so well today, those people in hospital and at home who aren't 100%, will be saying a special hello to you a little later on in the show. Yes, out here we're fine. After a fortnight of very rough weather, the seas are very calm today. There's a fresh breeze, but the sun is shining, and it's, I think, the best day we've had for at least a fortnight. The food is, of course, marvelous as usual, and so why shouldn't we be fit and well and on top of the world? Here's Miss Elle McCogan. As the Radio London climber, Miss Elle McCogan, and the John and Paul tune 8 days a week, and it's available now in your favorite store. You're listening to the Tony Windsor Show.
Wonderful Radio London, where you're hearing swing. The music sings on wonderful Radio London. Big L.
That's us, and the time now is 12 minutes past 9 o'clock. Good time to tell you that we have some very big news for you from Big L. In 4 days' time, that's December the 1st, Radio London opens its very first Big L discotheque. Very first Big L discotheque. It's right in the heart of Beatland at 122 Charing Cross Road, and that's on the corner of Denmark Street and Charing Cross Road. To join the Big L Discotheque Club, simply write to us at 17 Curzon Street for a membership application form, including, please, a stamped addressed envelope. You'll hear from us almost by return post, and in next to no time, you'll be having a ball at London's latest and greatest discotheque. The club opens at 8 p.m., 7 days a week, and you'll meet and mix with the biggest names in show business because they'll all be dropping in from time to time. So remember, make a date now with Big L at our discotheque, 122 Charing Cross Road. And by the way, the club is open Saturday and Sunday afternoons. And let's have your membership application form now, addressed to Big L Discotheque, and enclosed, please, a stamped addressed envelope. Now it's Revive 45 time. Here come the Kinks. And Set Me Free.